We welcome all of you to Ncaa Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 73 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Ready? 70 Lions. Go, Rig. Go.
Throwing now, Ward. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They get this out left. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's Ncaa in to get him down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him made complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They run for it. Here's Blue. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and goal, Dallas.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We money more Power Rangers. Also dangerous. Y'all talk about
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Come on. Viking 18.
To throw is Ward. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and
9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
70 Timberwolves.
Now Ward. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, they run with blue. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's Ward. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Throwing is Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence. because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Got it. Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready? Go. Go.
Out of the gun to give the Spears. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Titans at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Hey, check that. Check that. Street. Street. Liking 18.
Play fake. Here's Ward. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Check smash. Check smash.
Ward. He's got the open man. It's Heilmanner. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Can't show valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Cowboy 80. Hey, smash Broncos.
To throw, here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Conquo. They give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
22-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's to the right. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an intercept, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
19 Tiger.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. An audible here to get a new look. Going for it, here's Ward. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Blue. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll swing this out to Blue. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Blue will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Ward now working out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Second and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Eagle. Pioneer. Rig alert, rig alert. Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, it's Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, here's Ward. Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Ready up. Ready, ready. 19, Tiger, 19, go.
Ward off the play fake. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. He'll complete this one. Ncaa. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Well, one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Bronco 80, Warrior 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here we go, Shaq. Viking 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Cougar 19.
Hands it off out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Yeah, get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Here we go. Liking 18. Ready.
Now Ward. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Ward. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Throwing is Ward. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll try and do this himself. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 15. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring it down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Off the bootleg, Ward. To the right side and caught by Eilmanner. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw, here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Bronco 80.
Ward. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be third and a mile. Looking to throw. Moore. Cockrell holds it in left side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to throw. Ward. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Liking 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Ward on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Tyler Luke on the field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision.
And now here's another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run again with Blue. That's a strong running. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Now Blue trying the right side. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Tyler Loop now to try the field goal.
From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60.
Looking to throw. Moore.
Over the middle, he's going to find Iomanner.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Ward now working out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of Iomanner. Second down and 3.
It's a 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys.
To the air again, Ward. A pass complete to Odunze. Touchdown, Titans! Rome Odunze with career touchdown number 60. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Cowboys 40, Titans 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Take a knee here